Alright, so in this one, we are going to be reacting to the most interesting tier list I have seen in a minute. It's been quite a bit of time, top 4 PyCon and all these things I see from the JP side that is just like, whoa to me. And now we have come across a new contender, basically. Move aside the rank 1 player multiple times that had top 4 PyCon. And I believe LS17 was number 12, which... crazy stuff going on over there. This one here, I actually quoted. Did I ratio him? I kind of feel bad if I did. I did ratio him. That's tough. But, dude, I said it. I said, as I just said here, and by the way, we're going to go over like what other people have said in reply to what I said and in reply to what this person has posted. Because they literally said, give me feedbacks. Like, here's the feedback, right? Audibly. I said the overrating of PyCon needs to be studied because ain't no way he's better than Evo Ken. Evo, Kaioken, Goku, the duo's name that most people agree upon. And you look at this list and you just kind of take a glance and it kind of gets worse the more you look at it. This was made on the 9th. It is barely the 10th right now. It's quite literally an hour after the 10th has spawned. So it's not like it's an old list. It's not like it's before Ape Zenkai, before this or that or the other. Ape Zenkai being the most recent thing to this game. And you look at it, and again, my biggest gripe was PyCon being above Evo Kaioken, right? You look at Z+, obviously goes from the highest being Z+, Z, S, A, B, in that order, and it's the 5 best units of each color. Okay, makes sense. I didn't even notice this, but I do want to point this out now. Someone actually did point out as well. Where is Purple LF Jiren? He's below Path to Power and Ginyu? I don't know about that, but again, looking at blue here, you see Janemba Z+, makes sense. Beast Gohan top of Z+ in red, makes sense. LF Cell top of Z+ in purple. I don't know. I mean, maybe it's sure, like, that can exist, but like, does it? Does it really? Could you have someone else there? Maybe you could cope Goku Freeze, maybe cope LF Jiren. I don't know, but like, could you argue Cell in top of Z+? Sure, why not? As a purple, sure. Let's just say sure for the sake of sure. PyCon Gogeta, no. I don't care if you hate Unireps. I don't care if you are a movies main from day 0 of the game, in the beta, in the alpha. I don't give a damn. There is no sensible argument or debate that can be made for PyCon Gogeta over Evo Kaioken. But if I know anything about JP list, I know they love to overrate Revival. Again, the last one we looked at is top 4 PyCon. It's just kind of a theme that goes around. You just kind of notice it more and more and more. They were the ones using Revza the most, if I'm not mistaken, during the 1v3 arc of Goku Frieza on their initial buffing before part 2 began. And again, they were the ones that like really ran that. I didn't really see that in like over here. Maybe I saw like a Pan Alefsa, but the Revza one, that was mostly JP, if not EU players, but more JP players. I remember the queues were open at that point. So they were glazing up Revival then. PyCon Gogeta number 1, glazing up Revival a lot. We'll get into it though. And Gamma's number 1 in yellow. I don't know. I really don't. I don't think Gotenks is B in yellow. I do think Gotenks is a little bit of a merchant, but it's funny enough, Gotenks and Jiren are both basically cover change merchants. Gotenks being a little bit more of one technically because it supports log behind cover change. But Gotenks is not a lot better team than Yellow Jiren, and Yellow Jiren is literally replaced on his team. Gotenks is not replaced on his team. Like, there's no other yellow movies unit you're using besides Gotenks, right? So, Gotenks definitely gotta go up. But yeah, we'll get into that later. Gamma's in Z+. I would just say this. If Kid Buu is in Z, why would... like, where's Golden Frieza going? He's on reps, right? Where's Kid Buu going? He's on regen. Okay, you're not running regen right now. It's just not a team you can run right now because you have Z+, Beast, ZUVB. You really can't run regen. It's just unsafe. You have Z+ PyCon, Z Evo Kaioken, S fucking Orange Piccolo. I'm genuinely shocked they don't have him lower. But yeah, you're not safe to run Kid Buu. I don't think Kid Buu should be there. If anything, I would say AGF, again, the swappage will happen, but like these units definitely should move up and down. So Z+, we're looking at blue here. So we're going down to Z, LS17, Namegoku in S, Sword of Hope in A, and Beast go on the worst blue out of the 5. I would actually say Sword of Hope goes, honestly, maybe it's a hot take. I want to say Sword of Hope goes to A, rather from A to S, and then Namek goes from S to B. I really think so. I think Namek would be the worst of the 5 here. Beast just got movies. I know he's not optimal core. Neither is fucking Namek Goku. He's not optimal core anywhere. Bro is homeless. So you have Beast, who can at least argue a place to be used, especially because there is very good 2 dominant reds right now. By the way, look at the ape slander. I don't know what the fuck to tell you. We'll get into that, but like, you know, okay. I would say Sword of Hope has to move up a little bit. Then, if anything else, if nothing, maybe Sword of Hope and you know, Beast like are interchangeable, but I think Namek has to be the lowest one here. He's the most homeless. Sword of Hope has future. Hybrids got a little bit of a, you know, increase here as well. Beast got movies and hybrids once again. Namek is homeless. Namek's not like 50 million times better than these units where it's like, okay, he's so far ahead. He's homeless, bro. I am a Namek Goku fucking simp. Anything Namek, I fucking, you know, I'm foaming at the mouth with how much I fucking love it. But I'm not gonna lie, be like, yeah, Namek Goku is so S tier, Sword of Hope trash, Blue Beast trash. No, Blue Beast isn't even really power crept. I mean, he defined the power creep we're in right now. So that bottom of blue got a that got a Findangle swap around. I don't know what's going on over there. Red. Let's look at this. Beast, yes, makes sense. UVB, yes, makes sense. Hit. I really struggle to say hit or ape in that S right now. I do not think fucking Red Janemba should be a contestable thing. I don't know what's going on there. I'd rather see goddamn casserole at that point. But ape or hit. So most settings you would have hit build up faster than ape, and I will say ape is more homeless right now. Again, right now that could change. Who knows? So I guess you could say hit and ape are like interchangeable, A to S, but all I know is Red Janemba, brother, you are worthless. I don't care if ape is homeless. There's a gap in power. Ape is a lot better than Red Janemba. I don't think Red Janemba is even usable, really. Like, I've tried using him, bro. I remember I thought it was, you know, it'd be a decent Zenkai. He already has a good baseline, you know, foundations going on. Ape had that as well, and Ape ended up being a very good Zenkai. Janemba, I don't even know what bro does, to be honest with you. Bro, maybe he's good, but he's not better than Ape, and that's all I know. Janemba, if you're B, great, but like, I don't know if you're fucking B at that rate. So that's got to change. Ape and hit, though, you got Strike Reps, which actually is pretty solid. It's not as good as Blast Reps, obviously. Then you got Ape, who's on like a leader slot team of fusions and uni reps that strike base, which you could arguably run hit there as well. I would say hit over ape, but like it's neck and neck, and really when there's a buff next week, most likely it's going to be ape over hit, which is fucking sad for Mr. Hit, isn't it? Then purple. Okay, purple. LF Cell, UGB, Goku Frieza, Pav's Power, Ginyu. So again, LF Jiren, quite honestly, I can only assume this person forgot. Like, let's see translations here. I mean, it's going to be rough, like it's going to be accurate enough. We have created a ranking of the strongest characters by current environment color. Tentative. Isn't it stronger than this guy? That's right. I would like some opinions on everyone's completed. Not my own opinion and bias, so feel free to give me your opinions. Okay. Well, I'm giving them here. So there's nothing about Jiren being forgotten. Understandable. So where the fuck is Jiren? Jiren is arguably core uni reps. So if you have someone that's core on their team, UGB I think is a substitute, being a fourth option that could be on movies, and even on not movies, on fusions as well. He's a fourth option, right? You usually run UVB, PyCon, then you probably bring Gotenks for most matches. Then if there's like a situation where you need to bring UGB instead of Gotenks because they have Beast Go on, you don't want to bring a yellow unit, okay, there you bring him. So he's that fourth option off color. That's great. But Jiren is core. You're running Jiren over AGF. So if Jiren's core, LF17's core, you gotta have Jiren higher up. I would say Jiren is in individual basis and team-wise, I would want Jiren and Z. I mean, I know that's over Goku Frieza, and that's like a whole other thing, but Jiren has to be at least S, if not Z here. Like, LF Jiren is that guy. Jiren is probably a worse Zenkai than Ape overall, but like, right now, with how the game is, Jiren is a phenomenal tank, probably the best, you know, meta-used tank in the entire game. Probably, actually not even probably, without a shadow of a doubt, he is. So it's like, how the hell can Jiren not be even respected enough to put on here? I don't know. Again, I just think they forgot, and or they just hate uni reps because, I mean, Evo Kaioken, I'm looking at them, HGF, I'm looking at you. You got some low placements. I mean, goddamn, Rev UI is below Rose. What's going on? I don't know. But Cell, he's fine at Z+. Jiren, you gotta be Z or S. Goku Frieza, I don't mind it. I think S is fine for them, but it's just that UGB cannot be above Goku Frieza. Do not see that at all. Path to Power, sure, I guess. I'm sure there's better purples I don't even think of right now. Could I argue Omen over Ginyu? Can I? I know Ginyu's a lot better individually, but like, can I argue purple Omen over Ginyu? Probably. He's Blaster Reps. He's just an alternate option. Ginyu's not even... He's so fucking homeless. He's not that far of a gap between the two units. I'd probably say you could put UI Omen there instead, if nothing else. But again, LF Jiren, I cannot stress more. This unit's good. Like, I downplayed him. I was wrong. I admit it a million times over. The unit's fucking good. People should be respecting him more. And to be not even the top 5 purples is heavy disrespect to the unit. Greens here. Pikkon Gogeta, Evo Kaioken, Orange Piccolo, Rose, and Rev UI. So we'll start from bottom to top on this one here. So Rev UI, no, I can't say Rose is better. You got Blaster Reps again. You have alternate options with it being UI Omen, AGF, LF Jiren, Rev UI. These are all alternate options, right? That means they are at least going to be, well, in a competent setting for themselves. And then you look at Rose. Rose is quite literally holding back Future from being as good as it can be. Because if Future had any other unit that came out that's not Rose, you know, let's say Blue Zamasu got like a Zenkai, or VT was a little bit, you know, it's not VT, I was trying to think of strike-based units. LF Rose got like a unique plat or something. Anything else that would just get Ultra Rose the fuck off the team, he's off the team. He is the worst character on that Future core. It is Cell, UVB. You don't want to run Rose. You're really running Sword of Hope a lot more than Rose. So it's like having Rose at A, it's like, like Rev UI, you want to run him sometimes. You can, you know, slap him on some teams, just kind of throw him on the spots. Rose, he's so slow. So fucking slow, bro. He is not worth running, man. I promise. He is definitely not above Rev UI for me. Again, Rose just got dwindled down, you know, tad bit. No recruitment gold though, huh? I mean, I get it. They're homeless, but like, so is Ginyu. It's the same fucking thing. Orange Piccolo and S, I don't mind that. Evo Kaioken, obviously, in Z, and Pikkon Gogeta in Z+. All I can say is they overrate Revival. I mean, Piccolo here is in a fine spot, actually, because it'd be very hard to fucking debate even Pikkon Gogeta above Evo Kaioken. Imagine debating Piccolo above Evo Kaioken. That shit just doesn't make any sense. And these units are very interchangeable, Pikkon Gogeta and Piccolo. I don't know how they could say this. I understand that overall, Movies is a better team than Reps. I'm not going to go against that. But that values the team's sake. You have to also value individual. When you're looking at a list and you're trying to value units, you value both team and unit. You try to like mix the values. It's tough, but like you try your best to. Evo Kaioken's individuality is so much clearer of Pikkon Gogeta's. There isn't a discussion of who's better individually. No. Then you discuss the teams. All right, I get it. Beast, Janemba, whoever else can run, Piccolo, all these other characters can run on Movies. I get it. And I get that Movies is a better team. But you gotta value the individual a tad bit more sometimes, man. And the individual of Pikkon Gogeta to Evo Kaioken, it is like, I couldn't even, like, it's like if I had this wallet and I have this piece of paper and it's like, you know, what's more valuable, the wallet or piece of paper? You can kind of tell the wallet's probably gonna be a lot more valuable than the piece of paper, right? I can't see this and be like, yup, makes sense to me. That is the most confusing thing that's on this list, to be honest with you here. And then the yellows, Gammas in Z+, Kid Buu in Z, AGF in S, Jiren in A, and then I can't believe Yellow Jiren made the list over fucking LF. Okay. Gotenks in B. Gotenks definitely is, honestly, if I were to reshape this, I would just say, it's kind of tough. AGF, Z+, just because the team's sake, the Gammas are not far off better than AGF. Obviously, they can still do well, but they're definitely getting hurt by these Reds. Beast is very fucking consistent. At least with Uni Reps, you have a little bit more safety with LF Jiren and LF17 on Androids, which is the Gamma's only place they're going to be running. LF Cell squishy as shit. LF17 is also squishy. That's why you have LF Jiren to compensate for the LF Cell. So I would say team sake wise and individually, you would have AGF and Z plus Gammas move down to Z. Kid Buu probably moves down to A. Gotenks moves up to S. Gotenks is very good on the teams he's run. Obviously, his character is on boost, and he's very, gassed up because of that, on his defenses especially. But to say all that, he's still a very good tank and does his job very well with the disruption he could do with the, card destruction, which is very nice against most units in the game, literally just Janemba and a few others that are immune to that. Like, it's very good. It ends combos. Evo Kaioken especially ends their combos, especially if they don't have a green card pop, which that's just all up to RNG at that point. Gotenks, I would say S, Kid Buu, A, and B. Sure, let's say Yellow Jiren. I don't know who else I could put, so let's just say Yellow Jiren. Now, after my own reaction, I want to see the community's reaction from my quote tweet here. How many replies did we have? I am curious. 55. I didn't mean to make this happen, but here we are. I replied to some things here as well. They make the French look like rocket scientists. Listen. Oh man, I haven't seen a French tier list in a minute. I'd love to see one. Honestly, I think it'd be entertaining to find one. So I hope we do see one soon. The Japanese play a lot LBR, so Evo Kaioken that low is mind-boggling. Yeah, the thing is, Japan brings in the most money, so seeing Evo Kaioken as a tag unit that's very reliant on stars and very, star-heavy, star-light, I guess is the wording, be that low is kind of what's going on here? What are we thinking at this point? Because there's that guy left now, I got Topo. They're high stars because JP spends the most money, so most likely to be higher stars. It just literally JP makes the most money of all the regions. They have the stars. They got all the stars. We don't. NA, Europe, whatever countries that are spending on this game, it's JP. So to even devalue them more because of that is just crazy to me, right? This whole list is biased. Bro does not like reps. Yeah, I kind of noticed that as well. People like Libra calling top 5 or 4 for PyCon. I mean, I don't. I've only seen one person call PyCon top 4, bro. I don't know. If there's more people calling on top 4, I'd love to know a debate on it. I just haven't heard anything that makes sense to me. It's yup, makes exact sense. And even if they are rated top 4 or 5, people still have Evo Kaioken above. I mean, some had them at 6 Evo Kaioken, then PyCon at 4, but most are having Evo Kaioken above Kid Goku above Ginyu. I think that's fine, right? Because you're looking at teams, movies. I mean, I know he's not core, but at least he has a fucking team he can go on. What is this? Hits, yeah, yeah. I don't know what they were cooking up with that one. Hits Janemba Ape. Yeah. And then some people were actually just misinterpreting this. They were saying this unit on this area is lower than this unit, as if they're all conjoined. It's all separated by the colors. People were like, oh, why is Goku Frieza lower than Namek? Goku Frieza's in purple. Namek's in fucking blue. Hello? What's going on over here? 8 below hits, PyCon being that high, UGB being that high, or Pat's Power, let alone Goku Frieza. Yellow Junior should be lower, and same for Kid Buu. And none of this list is right other than maybe blue side. Blue side's probably, it definitely is the yellow that feels most inaccurate to what I feel. I think blue side's one of the more inaccurate ones. I feel this is correct. W opinion. I like the UI respect. That's about it. UI respect. Brother, he's at bottom of B. He is the lowest of the below. He is the worst top 5 green. PyCon's probably not better than Rosé. Blue Beast is probably better than Sword of Hope. It's arguable. That's fine. Cell is not better than Goku Frieza. I don't know, man. Cell is an enigma right now. I don't think anyone really knows Cell's peak value or worst value. Because Cell, hear me out. Cell can run on Future. He can run on Regen. He can run on Android. He can do Striker Blast Face, right? He can run on all these teams. And while his teams aren't perfect, it still is this unit being a very solid option. There's not too many yellows running around. You will see the occasional Gammas, the occasional EGF, but overall, comparably to the red you'll see every match, the blue you'll see every match, the green you'll see every match, you are really not running into yellow. So I think Cell, he's a little bit downplayed by everyone right now. But yeah, I get it, why people are downplaying him because you're not running into him, but Cell definitely is still a very good unit. Don't get me wrong. Jiren has fallen off way too hard. He's telling us to never cook again. That's tough. That's tough. Getting you Pat's Power over Junior's Absolute Copium. Yeah. again, LF Jiren, I think personally he should be minimum S. You could argue him above Goku Frieza because he is core on a team that is just better off. Blast reps to strike reps. What's better? Blast reps. Jiren, he's core there. You want to argue AGF? It's really up to your, discretion at that point. AGF, you want more damage, more faster burst damage, and the potential to just like beat the shit out of people. That makes sense. But if you want durability with LS17, Jiren, and then Evo Kaioken to just like solo the entire match, though Jiren could do solid damage, don't get me wrong, but Evo Kaioken's the solo there. You gotta respect Jiren a little bit if he's gonna be on a setup that can literally just tank an entire match. Like he can tank very well in most matches there. Purple stack can use in B, or it's inaccurate, but arguable. When you're part of the best team in the game, you bring more value. They say it is based on the current meta, not power level, as they have someone like UGB of Goku Frieza simply because he's the best purple for the best team. But wait, huh? Gotenks is the best yellow for movies. So why is he in B? You see how the argument just falls on its face with one example? What's another? Beast or Sword of Hope is the best blue on hybrids. Hybrids got buffed. They're pretty strong right now. UVB is... Oh, no, I guess you can't argue that. But Pikkon Gogeta, if you're going to argue Pikkon Gogeta that high because they're the best screen on that team there, wouldn't Piccolo be Z then at that point? Because he's also like... it's 10A, 10B type of shit, all right? These characters are really... unsplittable, I would say, Pikkon Gogeta and then Piccolo. If you have Pikkon Gogeta up there, you gotta respect Piccolo as well. There's not much difference in the unit. There quite literally is no difference in the unit. One you don't have to use early game, the other you do, and one's just more annoying than the other. There's really nothing going on that's different between the two units. They are quite literally one and the same, just a little bit different pre-revival states, but post, they're doing the same shit. There's not much change in there. Maybe Gogeta combos longer, but Piccolo hits harder in those less cards of combos. Like, there's not much changing, so that argument kind of falls flat on its own face. Janemba above grade 8 Vegeta. Why are they acting like Pikkon is top 5 while putting Orange Piccolo at low top 10? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Exactly my point. They're acting like this or that or the other. Why is this person muted? That's unfortunate. I gotta undo that. So let me undo that right now. Unmute. My fault, bro. Oh, what the hell? Zenkai Red Janemba over 8. Pikkon over Evo Kaioken. UGB over Goku Frieza. The F is this list. I don't disagree. Ginyu over Jiren. Yeah, everyone's just pointing out the Jiren thing, which, again, the Jiren thing is very... I just feel like this person had to forget. But maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, I gotta agree. Pikkon Gogeta isn't as game-breaking as what people expect him to be. He's okay, not the best unit, but not the worst. I put him in low S to high A. Yeah, I would say, if you want to argue Pikkon or Piccolo, one or the other, one's S, one's A, or one's Z, and one's S, sure. But there's a gap, and that gap kind of just, confuses me, because, there's not a gap between the two units individually. There's not a gap between their teams. They're only going to be running on movies right now. Piccolo, matter of fact, has more teams than Pikkon Gogeta. Actually, no. They have equal teams. Regen movies, then Fusions movies, right? They got equal teams, so why is there a Z plus and then an S for units that have the same amount of teams? Basically a similar enough kit to compare them. Why is there a gap? The gap doesn't make any sense. Who let them cook? Yeah, see, I mean, Blue Beast below Red Janemba, that's, people aren't, reading it correct. Revive equal good. Yeah, I don't know, man. This just kind of struck me because I don't know how you overrate Revival to the extent of this, to where you see them as quite literally the best character of that color. They're not overrating the other Revival characters here. Rev UI, for God's sake, is in B, but maybe they just hate Uni-Reps, because I couldn't tell you why Rev UI is below Rose for anything. I don't think Rev UI and Orange Piccolo argue that well. I think Orange Piccolo does edge it out, but Rev UI being that low is quite perplexing as well. Ginyu, I mean, yeah, Ginyu's in B as well. Ginyu is homeless, to be fair, but Ginyu's in B as well, so maybe they're just glazing up a Fusion Revival. I really couldn't tell you. Even here, I'm not even sure. Yeah, I can't even read most of these replies. Unfortunately, there's some English ones, but most of these are going to be in Japanese, right? But I don't know. I just thought this was a thing to point out that could be interesting. Again, I'm just unsure. I just like an explanation, really. of why revivals are getting so glazed right now. Like Janemba, again, most of the Z plus makes sense. You know, you could argue two things here. That's fine. 3 out of 5, good enough. Z, I would say Z is not really great, honestly. Purple, green, and yellow. I don't agree with any of those. S, I don't agree. I can't agree. Disagree blue. Can't agree red. Can debate red, but like can't agree it. Can't agree purple. Can't agree green, and can't agree yellow. So it's like 3 out of 5 most of the scenarios here. A, can't agree. Can't agree. Can't agree. Can't agree. Can't agree. Then B, can't agree. Can't agree. Can't agree. Can't agree. Can't agree. So it's like, I would think there'd be more similar situation here, because like I play high rank, they most likely play high rank. I mean, I assume you're making this list if you're playing like a decent rank, right? Because you're like, you know what's up and what's going on, so you could like debate your perspective as well. Holy shit, 79 quote tweets, 242,000 views. Bro's making bank off this tweet. Good for you. Nothing else. Hey, that's good. But yeah, I don't know, man. This perplexed me. I saw this, it perplexed me. I didn't really look too deep into it, but now I have. Yeah, it just gets more confusing as we continue. But overall, let me know what you guys think of this JP tier list, the color tier list of blue, red, purple, green, and yellow. All top 5 of those colors in this person's opinion. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.